everyone, welcome to this masterclass on determinants. So I'm sure you guys have been following this JEE Advanced series called as Aspire. So guys, every day at 9 o'clock you have classes on physics, chemistry and mathematics taken by the best of teachers for you all. So let us get started with today's session on determinants. So guys, I hope all of you watched the previous session on matrices and learned something very useful from it. If not, please do check it out. It will be helpful for your advanced preparation. Likewise, we will solve some unique and interesting problems today as well. Okay, so let us get started. So for those who do not know me, my name is Shimon Joseph and I am a BTech and MTech graduate from IIT Madras. I have been teaching for almost 6 years now, mentoring over 5,000 students. And when I was like you guys a few years back, I took the JEE Mains and I was one of the state toppers, and I am also a KVPI scholar. So that is a quick intro about myself. With that, let us get started with the first question for today, which I have right here for all of you. So guys, this is just a warm-up question. It's pretty basic if you know the concepts of matrices and determinants. Okay, so if you want to solve this, please pause it and do let me know what is the answer in the chat or leave down a comment. Okay guys, so right now pause it, try it out and then look at the solution after a while. Let us get started. So what is given here? Here you have a matrix M, which is going to be a square matrix of order 3. And what is given? The information given here is determinant of matrix M is equal to 2, and they are asking what is the determinant of adjoint of M by 2. So if you watch the lecture on matrices, you will solve this in a few seconds. Let us see how. Okay. So guys, whenever you are asked determinant of adjoint of A, we know that that is equal to determinant of A raised to the power n minus 1. So I am going to use that property over here. Okay. Please watch carefully. So what do we have here? We are asked adjoint of m by 2, the determinant of it. So that is going to be equal to determinant of m by 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Now what is n over here? Here the order is given to be 3. So it is a 3 cross 3 matrix because it is square matrix. So the order here n is going to be 3 minus 1. Okay, so it is going to be m by 2 determinant raised to the power 2. Now we know the determinant value of m, but what do we have here? We have m by 2, right? So whenever a constant comes out of a determinant, what do we do? Any idea? Whenever a constant or a scalar comes out of a determinant, we raise it to the power of order of the matrix. Okay guys, so that is exactly what I am going to do here. So this is going to be 1 by 2 raised to the power 3. Okay, let me erase it. What am I going to do over here? Let us write it as 1 by 2 cube whole square determinant of m whole square. So that will be my answer for this question. So what is it going to be? It is going to be 1 by 64 into 4, which is 1 by 16. Okay guys, I hope all of you have got it. Very basic question, pretty simple, but it illustrates a few concepts. That is why I thought I'll cover it. It illustrates that adjoint of A determinant is going to be determinant of A raised to the power n minus 1, first thing. And the second concept which is good in this question is, whenever you bring a scalar out of a determinant, you need to raise it to the power of the order of the matrix, because in determinant what do we do guys? Whenever you have a number multiplied to a single row, that comes out of the determinant as a multiple or as a factor. But in matrices, that scalar is going to be multiplied to each and every element. Okay, so if I have 1 by 2 multiplied to m as a matrix, then 1 by 2 is going to be multiplied to each and every element. So when I take it out of the determinant, each row or each column is going to give me one value of 1 by 2. Okay, so thrice I will get it because 3 rows are there. So it is going to be 1 by 2 whole to the power 3. That is what I wrote. Now you can ask me, sir, why is 1 by 2 raised to the power 3 again raised to the power 2? Because guys, outside you have a square, right? That I didn't account for still. That is why I have written the square over there. Okay. Now I guess it is clear to everyone. After that, it is just a matter of substituting the values, which I guess most of you should have done it correctly. So the answer for this question is going to be 1 by 16, which all of you would have got, I guess. Perfect. So with that, let us move to the next question that I have for you. Please do check it out over here on your screen. So this is the second question that I have for you. This question is based on the concept of linear system of equation. Okay. So this is a very frequently asked topic, especially in JEE Advanced. So I would recommend all of you to go through this if you haven't already. The concept part of it should be very clear and it is pretty simple also. Once you know the concept or the hang of it, you can solve questions like this. Okay guys, so now what have they asked? They have given you a system of equation. Okay, so you have 3 equations and 3 variables. What are they asking? They are saying you need to find the condition on A such that the system has no solution. So you don't want any solution. When such a case is asked, what do you do? So for those who know the concept behind this, let me tell you what is the method you follow. Okay, the first thing or the first step which I would recommend all of you to follow is going to be find the value of delta. What is delta? Delta is nothing but the determinant of A11, minus 1, minus A and minus 1, and then minus 1, minus 1, minus A. It is nothing but the determinant of the coefficients. So that determinant value should be 0, because whenever that determinant value is non-zero, then for sure you have a unique solution. Okay guys, whenever that value of determinant is non-zero, for sure you have a unique solution. But what are we looking at? We are looking at no solutions, right? So my determinant value should be 0. That is the first step. Okay, and let me tell you, the options are very beautifully designed so that if you are having partial knowledge or half-cooked knowledge, you will commit a mistake in this question. Because guys, delta equal to 0 is not only the case of no solution, but it also is the case for infinitely many solutions. So only delta equal to 0 will not give you the answer, which is what is quite interesting in this question. We will look at it. Okay, so can I move to the solution part of it? Everyone okay with it? So guys, if you want to try it out, please pause it. As usual, you can give it a try and then continue seeing the video. Now I will solve it for all of you. Please have a look. So what do we have here? We have a system of equation. First, I will figure out what is the value of delta. Now delta is going to be, can you guys help me out with that? It is going to be A11 and minus 1, minus A and minus 1. Then you have minus 1 and minus A. So that value of determinant is going to be A into A square minus 1 plus 1 times of minus A plus 1 minus 1 times of minus 1 plus A. So it is going to be A cube minus 3A plus 2. That is the value of my determinant. I hope all of you have got it. Please check if I made any mistake guys, and you can let me know in the chat. Perfect. So my delta is going to be A cube minus 3A plus 2. Now we know that for no solution, my delta needs to be 0. If my delta is 0, then A cube minus 3A plus 2 needs to be 0. And what is that? That is nothing but A minus 1 whole square into A plus 2 equal to 0. So which gives me A equal to 1 or minus 2. Now that is not all. That is not all. But I want you guys to go through it and let me know if you have got it till here. So whatever I did till now is just substituting the value of delta to be 0. Why did I do that? Because no solution is asked. Perfect. So now, how did I factorize this? So guys, as you can see, it's a cubic equation. So I start guessing values, and 1 is going to be a root of this because 1 satisfies this. Therefore, A minus 1 is going to be a factor of this. And after I know A minus 1 is a factor, I can use something called as synthetic division to get the remaining factor. And you can get the other roots as 1 and minus 2 again. So that is how I got the roots to be 1 and minus 2. Now, after you got the roots, immediately you might be in a hurry to tick the options. Okay, and you do have an option of 1 and minus 2 in the question. But guys, please be cautious because here one of the two values is going to be wrong. And can you guys tell me why? You can comment it down. I'll wait for you. Please do let me know why A equal to 1 is not right. Okay, so I will tell you why in a few seconds. Please do look at the equations given here. If I put A is 1, don't you think all of them are the same? Don't you think all of them will become the same? And moreover, my right hand side will be 0. So if my right hand side is 0, such equations are called as homogeneous system of equation. But guys, whenever you have a homogeneous system of equation, you have something called as trivial solution by default. By default, you have something called as a trivial solution. What do you mean by trivial solution? Trivial solution is nothing but 0, 0, 0. So 0, 0, 0 is going to satisfy this no matter what, because my right hand side is 0. That's it. But what are we looking at? We are looking at no solution, right? Therefore, it cannot have any trivial solution also. Therefore, A cannot be 1. So the answer is A is equal to -2. That's it. Over. Okay. So that is how you solve it. I hope all of you are clear with this concept. With that, let us move on to the next question that I have for you. So yep, this is the next question which I would like you guys to try. So what do you have here? You have a determinant which is equal to a polynomial. And we are asked to find the value of 5a plus 4b plus 3c plus 2d plus e. Okay guys? So can you try it out? So if you don't want to hear any hints or any ideas of approach, you can probably pause it and try it. For those who are waiting for a hint, I will give you one. So guys, this is a determinant, right? So this is going to be a function in x. So you have x inside the determinant. So when you expand it, you are going to get a function of x, and that is what is given here on the right hand side. So now you want to find out the value of 5a plus 4b plus 3c plus 2d plus e. How do you get that? How do you get that? So let me give you a small hint. When you differentiate this right hand side, what do you get? When I differentiate this right hand side, I get 4a, 3b, 2c and d. Whereas my e is gone, because e is a constant here, constant term, right? Therefore, I want to think of something. How can I make my e stay back? But guys, wait a minute. What if I multiply x to both sides? If I multiply x to this and if I multiply x to this one, don't I get something interesting? It will become ax to the power 5, bx to the power 4, cx to the power 3, dx to the power 2 and ex. Now I have got something really concrete and interesting. That will give you the answer. Please pause it because I have given you the biggest hint for this question. You have to try it and get the answer on your own, guys. Okay? So please do pause, try it out, and if you are really not able to get it, you can look at the solution. Okay? Perfect. So now I have done whatever I told you just now. What did I do here? I multiplied x to both sides of the equation. And why did I multiply x to both sides of the equation? Because of what is asked. I look at what is asked and I feel if I multiply by x, I can get it easily. And that is the reason why I multiply x to both sides of the equation. Got it? So when I multiply x to the determinant, it gets multiplied to one row or one column. So I chose the first column, and as you can see, x became x square became x cube, and x became x square again. Okay, so that is the first step. And as you can see, the right hand side is something really beautiful. What is that? Ax to the power 5, bx to the power 4, cx to the power 3, dx square plus ex. And why is it so beautiful? Any idea? Because guys, when you differentiate this, you get exactly what you have here. Because 5a, 4b, 3c, 2d and e. Obviously x will be there, but obviously I am going to substitute x as 1. If I substitute x as 1, I will get whatever I am having in the question over here. Okay, so let us move forward and solve it. We have completed this now. So what I have here is I differentiated. So this question has one more concept associated with it, which we have been neglecting so far. So let us address the elephant in the room. What is that? You need to know what is differentiation of a determinant. So as I said in the previous question, f of x or the determinant can be represented or can be thought of as a function. So you can differentiate that as well. But how do you differentiate determinants? There is a way to do it. how we do it is, first you differentiate either one row or one column. So here I have chosen row wise differentiation. So I differentiated the first row, then I differentiated the second row, then I differentiated the third row. Okay guys, so now after I differentiated, I do the same for the right hand side also. When I do the same for the right hand side, this is what I get. Now we have almost got the answer. What will I do here? I will put x equal to 1. So what do we have on the right side? I will have 5a plus 4b plus 3c plus 2d plus e. Isn't that right? So that is what we are asked in the question. I hope now all of you are able to correlate. So this is what is asked in the question. I've got it. I'm very happy. Now let us move forward and see how to solve the left hand side of it. Okay. I hope everyone is clear till here. I'm going to move forward. So this is going to be the value of the left hand side when I substitute x equal to 1. So as you can see, I just put x equal to 1. It became 2. X equal to 1, 1, 1. X equal to 1. Accordingly. Okay, you guys can probably go through this for a second. So I thought if I write it, it will take a lot of time. That is why I got it typed. I hope you guys can follow. Please go through this guys. I'll give you some time. I just substituted x equal to 1 in all the three determinants. So right hand side also becomes whatever is asked in the question. Okay. So now let us solve the determinant. We can find out the value of the determinant. So this is what is asked in the question. Okay. This is my question. So that value is going to be equal to my left hand side value. So we can figure it out. First determinant value is going to be 0. Why the first determinant value is going to be 0? Because two rows are identical. So whenever two rows are identical, my determinant's value will be 0. So let us figure out this one. So it is going to be 1 into 6 minus 3 into 18 minus 0 plus 1 into 3 minus 2. 3 minus 1, I'm sorry. Yeah. And then I will expand this determinant as well. That is going to be 1 into 0 minus 6 minus 3 into 0 minus 12. And then you have plus 1 into 1 minus 2. So what do you have here? You have 6 minus 54 plus 2 minus 6 plus 36 minus 1. So what will that value be guys? I can cancel out plus 6 and minus 6 and then minus 54 plus 36 is going to be minus 18 and then you have minus 18 plus 1 which will be minus 17. Okay, so that will be the answer for my question. I hope all of you have got it. I hope all of you have understood it. Please go through it slowly. You will be able to get the hang of it. Okay guys, so let us move forward. And before we do that, let us look at the question again. What do you think is the answer for this question? We got the answer to be minus 17, right? But minus 17 is not there in the options. So in an exam setup, you might have a tendency to go for minus 16 because you might feel, okay, in a hurry, I made a mistake. My calculation might have gone wrong. So I'm going to go with minus 16. Guys, please don't do that, especially when none of this is given. Okay. When none of this is given, you have to be pretty cautious. That is what I want to teach you through this question. Okay. So for this, the answer is none of these. Okay, we'll move forward. So the next question which I have for you is over here. Please do give it a try. It's a very interesting question and the solution part of it is even more interesting. Okay. So what is given here? Here you have a determinant again. It is being a function of x and it's nothing but a polynomial of degree 6 as you all can see. One of the roots of this polynomial is 2. Then what is the sum of all the other 5 roots? How did they say all the other 5 roots? Because guys, the degree when you multiply is going to be 6. So whenever a polynomial of degree 6 is there, it can have at most 6 roots. So one root is given. What about the other roots? They're going to be 5 in number, right? That is why they asked. Now, if you want to try it out, please pause it. So the approach for this normally would be to expand it and then figure out the coefficient of x power 5, and then you can get the sum of the roots. Then from the sum of the roots you can subtract 2, you will get the answer. So that is how you do it normally. But guys, I have a very unique approach for this question which I will share with you. Okay, the normal approach of opening the determinant, expanding it and then solving it, I hope all of you can do that. You can try it out on your own, but right now I'll give you a good approach. Think about it and see if you can incorporate in your solving. Okay guys, so let us get started. So the way I go about solving this question is, I figure out what is given inside the determinant. So as you all can see, the only place where x comes, it is coming in the form of x square. So all the elements of this determinant, wherever x comes, it comes in the form of x square. Okay, so whenever it comes in the form of x square, there is something good happening there for you. And what is that? Any idea? Any idea guys? I want people to answer in the chat because this is a good observation. Let us see who gets it right. Okay, you can let me know in the chat or you can even comment it down. I will have a look at it. So guys, the observation which I am talking about over here is nothing but f of x. If I call this determinant to be f of x, the observation is f of minus x is equal to f of x. So I hope some of you got it right. I'm not sure. So please have a look at it again. Now coming back to this, if I put x as minus x, don't you think I get the same thing back again? Don't you think I get the same determinant back again? Exactly guys. So I can say f of minus x is equal to f of x. This implies that it is going to be an even function. Okay. So if it is an even function, we know that if 2 is one of the roots, then minus 2 will also be a root. Because if f of 2 is 0, then f of minus 2 is also 0, because f of minus x is equal to f of x, right? So if f of 2 is 0, then f of minus 2 should also be 0. So let us say the other roots are, we know that 2 and minus 2 are the roots. So what about the other roots? Let us say alpha is one root. So if alpha is one root, can I say f of alpha is 0? And guys, if f of alpha is 0, then don't you think f of minus alpha is also 0? So if alpha is one root, then minus alpha should be the other root. And let us say beta is another root. If beta is another root, then f of beta is 0. That should imply that f of minus beta is also 0. That's it. I hope now you got the hang of it. Let us try to get the answer now. Okay? Perfect. So what are the roots? The roots are 2, minus 2, alpha, minus alpha, beta and minus beta. Okay, so now what is the answer? Any idea? So the answer for this question is going to be sum of the other 5 roots. So the sum of the other 5 roots is going to be minus 2 plus alpha plus beta minus beta. So the answer is, so that is how you solve it guys. I hope all of you have got it now. This is a good approach. Okay. So with that, we will move towards the next question for today. So the answer is going to be option A, which is minus 2. Let's move forward. So this question is another interesting one, which has an approach which might be difficult to predict. You guys can try it out. If A and B are different matrices, each and every word is important guys, so pay attention to it. Different matrices means what? A and B are not going to be equal, of order n. That means they are going to be of the same order. That is also important. And what do we have? We have a cube is equal to p cube. Then we have a square p is equal to p square a, where det of a is not equal to det of p. Then they are asking you what is the value of determinant of a square plus p square. So guys, look at the terms a cube, p cube, and you have a square p, p square a. Where do these terms come? You have to think about it for a while. Only then you can make use of the information in the question. So that is something which you learned from this question, and that is why it has found a place in today's class. Okay, so let us try solving it. If you want to try it, pause it right now, give it a try, and then come back to the solution. I'm going to move forward. So now we will start solving it. The first observation or the first hint I get from the information given. What is given here? So here you have a cube is equal to p cube, and you have a square p is equal to p square a. So based on those two information, I will write a square plus p square into a minus b. That will be equal to what? Can you guys tell me? That will be equal to a cube minus a square p plus p square a minus p cube. So guys, now do you notice what I said? I have a clear idea of what is given in the question, and I want to treat that in a way I get a square plus p square also. So this is a very unique approach which might be slightly hard to guess in an exam setup. I do understand that, but try to figure these out and try to make use of these tools, guys. You need to understand how to interpret questions and how to use algebraic identities in order to aid your solving, and that is what we learned from this question. So what do we have here? We have the right hand side to be 0. And how do we get 0 on the right hand side? Null matrix, because a cube minus p cube will be 0. As you can see from here, a cube minus p cube is going to be a null matrix, and a square p minus p square a again is going to be a null matrix, and that is what I have here, null matrix of order n. Okay, so now since they are of the same order, can I take determinant on both sides? Yes, but guys, please be very careful. Only when they are of the same order I can do that. You cannot take determinant on both sides unless you are sure of this. Okay, so now I am sure of it, so I can take it as determinant of a square plus p square into determinant of a minus p is equal to 0. But guys, do we know something about determinant of a minus p? Determinant of a minus p can never be 0 because a and p are different matrices. A and p are different matrices. Okay, so that cannot be 0. Therefore, we can say this one has to be 0. So what is the answer for this question? The answer for this question is going to be option B, which is determinant of a square plus p square is going to be equal to 0. I hope that is okay with everyone. Perfect. So let us move forward, guys, to the next question that I have for all of you. So now this is a JEE Advanced 2012 question. Again, an interesting one. So please do give it a try, guys. So what do we have here? We have determinant of P is given to be 2, and they're asking you to find what is the determinant of matrix Q. Okay, they're asking you to find what is the determinant Q. So try to use the information given in the question, give it a try, and then follow me in the answer. So the first thing which I do in the solution is going to be, I'll try to understand what is matrix P. Let us write that down first. So let us say my matrix P is nothing but A11, A12, A13, A21, A31, A22, so this is my matrix P. Okay, so with this in mind, I want to form what is matrix Q. So what will be the value of matrix Q? Any idea, guys? What will be the value or what will be the elements of matrix Q? Any idea? So using this information over here, I try to form the elements of matrix Q. So Q is going to be 2 to the power I plus j, Aij. So the first element of Q will be 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into A11. The second element will be 2 to the power 1 plus 2 into A12. That is how you write the elements of matrix Q. So let me show what is the matrix Q for you all. I have written it down for you. So this will be matrix Q. I hope all of you are able to follow it. If you follow this information and try to write it down, you will get this to be your matrix Q. Okay, let me erase it. So this will be your matrix Q, guys. So now in this matrix, what are we trying to do? We are trying to find out the value of determinant of this matrix. So I have written the determinant now. So determinant, what rule does it follow? It follows the rule that you can take a scalar out if it is common to each and every element in a row or in a column. Okay. So in a row, in a column, if you have a scalar constant, you can take it out. So let us try to do that. So the first column, what is common? 4 is common. In the second column, 8 is common. In the third column, you have 16 as common. So now, what am I left out with? I am left out with A11, 2A21, 4A31, A21, 2A22, 4A32, and then you have A31, 2A23, 4A33. So now guys, can I take 2 common and cancel out these 2? And can I take 4 common from the last one? And what do we have here? 4 into 8 into 16 into 2 into 4, and then determinant of, what is this? This whole thing is nothing but determinant of P. And what is determinant of P? Determinant of P is equal to 2. So that's it. You remove everything, multiply by 2. That is your answer. So what is the answer? 2 power 2 plus 2 power 3. So powers, I'll add it up. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. So what is that going to be? 5 plus 4, 10. 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. So the answer for this question is going to be 2 to the power 13. I hope all of you are clear with this. With that, we complete the questions for today. I hope all of you liked the questions. And guys, if you have any doubt in the questions that we solved, please do comment and let me know. And if you have any unique or shorter approaches, I would really like to learn from you. Please do let me know that as well. Okay. So I hope this question is clear. It's a good question. It was asked in JEE Advanced 2012. It shows the application of determinants, the properties of determinants, wherein you can take a scalar out. So here you cannot take a scalar out the way you want. There also you need to follow an order so that it becomes easier, so that you get determinant of P in the end. That is what I have done, and I hope all of you have got it. Okay guys, so I am going to end it right here. So the answer, let us mark it. It is going to be option D, which is 2 to the power 13. That will be the answer for this question. With that, I will show you some questions which you can take it down as a homework. So guys, this is the first question as a homework. You guys can have a look at it. It is again going to be based on system of equations. The reason why we are focusing a lot on this is it has a high importance in JEE Advanced. Okay, so that's the first question. And moving on to the second question for the homework, I have right here. Please do take it down. I hope it is clear. Yep, please do comment the answers. I will let you know whether you are right or wrong, and if you have a unique approach, you can share that as well. Okay guys, so with that, we will end our session for today. I hope you guys learned something useful. If you liked it, please do like and share this video so that many students can benefit from this. And let me follow you guys again in the next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.